2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We are live. It's a Thursday night. Presentation. There are several clubs already enduring plenty of ups and downs. We see it every day in the league. How many games into the season does it take to know exactly what kind of team you've got and then where you need to proceed from that point on?
Well, I think obviously you typically see some level of separation between the championship contending teams almost in the first 20 games. If somebody's getting out to a 15-1 start, you know that typically speaking, they're going to be in it for the long haul. I think the fascinating aspect of the NBA season typically is in those 5 through maybe 10 slots in the respective Eastern and Western Conference, right?
Yes.
Because so often, Kevin, we're seeing 2 or 3 games separate maybe the 5th team from the 10th team. That means all of those teams are potential playoff teams. And what does the organization decide to do? Do they decide to try to make a run toward a playoff possibility? Or are they saying, boy, we don't really think we're there yet. Perhaps we need to think about what's our draft status.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Chris Middleton is out there with Chi. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Henson in at the center position. Now here's Henson. And Ewing with the block. Weber the pass to Ewing. Weber kicks to Evans. Now here is Weber. Defense right on him.
And you look at the Bucks in this roster, and the one constant at every position, length. I mean, great height and wingspan. Giannis and Maker, just to name a few.
And Doris, at the end of last season, the Timberwolves debuted their rebrand plans for this season.
Well, it was the right time, I think, to keep the logo fresh, and the team did a great job. You feel as if this will be the constant look for what is a new era in Minnesota basketball.
Here's Chi, covered by Evans, out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Bucks on defense.
Come get it, come get it.
In the corner, it's Crawford. Off target from three-point range. Here's Milwaukee now. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And they double up Antetokounmpo. And slam dunk by Henson.
I'll tell you, he turns a difficult situation of duress into a simple basket with a precision pass out of the double team.
Evans dishes to Crawford. It's Miles atop the key. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, Kev, great timing on the catch and shoot, right? C.J. Miles absolutely flawless, exploiting that defense with his quick release.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's coming off a 40-point game against Cleveland.
Yeah, a terrific defensive effort along with that. 4 blocks in the game, huge lift defensively for them.
And one of the things I love about Chris Middleton is his decision-making. You know, he doesn't force shots or passes when he has the ball and just lets the play develop. And that's why coaches trust him so much.
Middleton hits them both. And with Middleton in his decision-making, it's true for both his scoring and his passing.
For the amount he facilitates, he has great efficiency. Low turnovers, solid field goal percentage, and his passing gets better every year. Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Evans kicks to Crawford. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And it's Miles missing.
Boy, he's so used to having a hand in his face that I think it caught him off guard to be that wide open.
Kicks it down to Middleton from the arc. The shot, no good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And, you know, this can happen on the road. You're out defending guys who have just gotten into a comfort zone playing at home.
No passion on the defensive end. Didn't look completely engaged. Really need to lock in and be focused on these road games.
Now, Antetokounmpo after Chris Middleton missed from long range. Stolen by Weber. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And Weber throws it down.
And that's how you make
a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, and he was so quick to break on that one. A good sign that he read the play.
And look, if he gets it that low, he's going to hurt you.
Right, you can't be surprised when he burns you. The defense must force him out of the paint.
And the wide open shot from Evans. No good on the three.
Oh, that was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of the shooter. It's so important.
And Tyreke Evans is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. It's Brogdon on the wing, guarded by Crawford. Crawford with the steal.
Terrific anticipation by him, and that's why he's out on the court.
Evans kicks to Ewing, and Patrick Ewing with the slam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. The pass to Henson. Henson sets a screen for Brogdon. Just 5 on the clock. That misses off the backboard.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Kept alive. Ewing kicks it out to Crawford. Back to Ewing. Another shot, and he sinks the layup. Ewing's got his second basket of the night.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Here's Weber. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Antetokounmpo passes to Chi. Evans with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Crawford, no one around him. No good on the triple. Milwaukee in the lead. And here is Brogdon. Pass to Antetokounmpo. We've got 1:55 left to play in the first quarter. No good on that one. Excellent defense there from Ewing.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Now, here's Brogdon. He's coming off a 22-point game against Cleveland. There's the screen. Middleton outside to end the drought. Rebound, Minnesota. Ewing's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Antetokounmpo against Evans. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Looking now at the numbers for Brogdon, last season's performance for him. Last year averaged 10 points per game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he had to pay his dues that rookie campaign, earning his stripes. A lot of people think he could have a breakout year this season.
Well, when you hear it from his coaches and his teammates, they've been singing his praises. So let's see if he can prove them right.
Now, Antetokounmpo, after Chris Middleton missed from long range. Henson's shot is off.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Crawford. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Boy, that's a tough miss. Does well to get himself open and then botches it up.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
There's a chance he could go for a big game if they don't D him up on the perimeter.
Passes it to Ewing. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Timberwolves have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. And the first one drops. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Luis Scola, he's checked in for Weber. Doug McDermott comes in for C.J. Miles. Alec Burks checked in for Jamal Crawford. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Tyreke Evans. Now here is Dellavedova. He averages about 5 points a game. Lillard comes with the double team. Here's Monroe. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Boy, nice team basketball being played right there. You see the open man, and you deliver the ball right away.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Milwaukee on top. They lead by a bucket. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And off we go, a close game now. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting here about 46% for the game. And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Bucks, Parker is at the 3 with Maker at the 4. Dellavedova and Snell pair up at the 1 and the 2. And it's Monroe in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And the basket by Maker.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
And Lillard kicks to McDermott. Back to Lillard. Timberwolves passing it around. Fires the 3. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Yeah, Lillard always looking to shoot from the outside. The D cannot give him daylight.
And one of the most dangerous shooters in the league, Damian Lillard, only needs a sliver of daylight grade to get that baby off.
Yeah, I mean, he'll brush off the comparisons to Steph Curry, but he presents some of the same problems for the defense. Deep range, a quick release, and just one of the nastiest step-back jumpers in the game.
In the corner, it's McDermott. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. McDermott's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. And stolen by Lillard. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Here's Snell. Burks covering. Now Dellavedova looking for his first basket still in this one. Monroe, no good.
Affecting the shot in a big way there. Excellent defense.
Well, you talk about getting into the space of the shooter. This is how you defend the paint.
McDermott dishes to Scola. Rejected by Monroe. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Lillard outside. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. Doors with every team now having shooters who can space the floor is such an important part of their offense. Who are some of the best players at taking advantage of that with the dribble drive?
Well, there are certain guys who you sit there and say, there's no way I'd ever want to be a lone defender in transition trying to deal with the ferocity of a Russell Westbrook drive, the absolute majesty of Kyrie Irving's handle, the combination of strength and athleticism of LeBron James. I just want to tell those defenders, you better step back, boys, and get out of the way.
You know, you make such a great point. As much as I admire the three-point shooting of Steph or Clay and the majesty of LeBron, the dribbling ability of Kyrie Irving, to me, is absolutely jaw-dropping.
This guy does not have explosive athleticism. It's a product of clearly somebody who has always had the basketball in his hands. It's majesty in motion.
Kicks to Dellavedova. Puts up a 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Dellavedova's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Scola sets a screen for Lillard. In the corner, it's McDermott. Another miss by Minnesota.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
Playing with lots of energy here, trying to cause turnovers.
I love the tenacity right now. Definitely on the prowl, looking for every opportunity to make a steal. The other team has got to be sharp.
And now Minnesota on the fast break. Lillard with no one around. Lillard again missing. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Snell. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Dellavedova, that's good.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Lillard. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then, that's not enough.
6 to shoot. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game. A 3 off the inbound. Dishes it to Dellavedova. Feeds to Parker. There's a good screen. To the inside. It's blocked. And stolen by Scola.
The turnovers keep coming. It's been a pretty sloppy start to the game for them, but they're still in the driver's seat.
Well, we know that Doug McDermott will run the floor hard in transition, trying to get himself into position to finish.
Some changes for Minnesota. Weber, he's checked in for Jeff Withey. C.J. Miles comes in for Luis Scola. And it's Crawford in for Burks.
Well, you think about Tom Thibodeau as the architect of so many great defensive teams. For Minnesota, it took some time on the defensive end, but he feels like this team is starting to turn a corner on that end. You won't see many better finishes than that. Goes under the bucket, takes the defender completely out of the play.
Patrick Ewing's checked in for the Timberwolves. The Bucks also changing it up. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Thon Maker. Chris Middleton comes in for Tony Snell. And Antetokounmpo subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. And for Thibodeau, you simply can't play for him unless you exert maximum effort on defense. Doris, he can be tough, but fair in what he demands.
Well, as long as you're willing to work hard every single day on every possession, you can play for Tom Thibodeau. This is a guy who constantly preaches the importance of the little things, and he wants proper defense to become second nature for his team.
Open shot, Lillard will not go. This is off the front iron.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Hibbert with the screen. Antetokounmpo kicks to Hibbert. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Crawford. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Stolen by Ewing. In the corner, it's Crawford. Weber inside. Covered by Monroe. Lillard attacking. Count the basket. Lillard's got 8 points here in this quarter.
I'll tell you, what a start in the first quarter, and now he's taking it to a new level here in the second.
And the double up on Antetokounmpo. He dishes it to Hibbert. The feed to Monroe. Out to Parker. There's a minute left in the first half of the game. Back to Hibbert. And then Hibbert with the dunk. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Here's Weber over Monroe. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Monroe. The Timberwolves shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Evans is checked in. And Greg, when Jabari Parker is healthy, he has shown that he can be a go-to scorer in this league.
Parker reminds me a bit of how Carmelo Anthony looked at the same age. His ability to just blow by defenders is going to always be something he can lean on. Just fantastic with how efficient he is at this age.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Crawford kicks to Evans. He feeds it to Weber. Roy Hibbert with the rebound.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Well, that's just stellar interior defense. You can't ask for anything more than that.
And so it's Damian Lillard. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody, along with Kenny the Jet Smith, and it was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. The second quarter was a tight battle, but they were the slightly better team. And that will...
Well, both sides have assessed it. And it's Milwaukee's ball. This is their first chance this season playing the Timberwolves.
And just couldn't make the most of their meetings last year. Ended up splitting the season series.
Tyreke Evans out there with Crawford. Then there's Ewing. Then there's C.J. Miles. And it's Weber in a power forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. The dish to Ewing. Timberwolves passing it around. Weber against Monroe.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Yeah, a big change of possession in a tight ball game. We'll see if they've seized the momentum.
Crawford up top. Antetokounmpo defending. Timberwolves keep it alive. Over to the wing. Ewing, the pass to Miles. Crawford kicks to Miles. Kicks it out to Crawford. Antetokounmpo against Weber. Ewing and Hibbert with the block. But they'll get another chance. 5 on the clock. There's Crawford with the 3. Rebound by Monroe. Monroe's got 5 rebounds tonight.
They've got to start working for better shots. Just 1 for 4 in the second half so far.
And Parker, here we go. Hibbert dishes to Monroe. Hibbert kicks to Antetokounmpo. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Parker with it. Back to Antetokounmpo. Stolen by Weber. And Miles kicks to Crawford. The 17-footer goes down. Crawford's got the lead up to 2 now for the Timberwolves.
That's an example of great communication. He knows the spot to get to, and the pass is waiting for him.
And Monroe kicks to Parker. Middleton right side. Parker outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. 6 to shoot. Pass to Parker for the lead. Milwaukee with a fresh 24. And Tyreke Evans is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And some changes here for the Bucks. Henson's checked in for Hibbert. She comes in for Monroe. And Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for Jabari Parker. Here's Antetokounmpo. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Antetokounmpo's got his second basket.
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
Crawford outside. Crawford missing again.
Oh, great job on the closeout, providing a lot of good D on the perimeter.
Well, that's just superb effort on the defensive end. You don't allow the shooter to get into a rhythm from deep.
In the corner, it's Brogdon. Stolen by Ewing. Crawford with the ball. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. And Miles kicks to Ewing. Kicks it out to Crawford. Crawford with another miss.
He's fighting it in this quarter. Hasn't been able to get into any sort of groove.
Middleton outside for the lead. Stolen by Weber. Crawford against Brogdon. Crawford passes to Weber. Cranes the three-pointer. Weber's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, he's a guy that can adapt and adjust to any defense he's up against. It's really something to watch.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And Patrick Ewing with the slam.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. For 3, Middleton gets it to go from beyond the arc. Middleton's got the game tied up here for Milwaukee. To the paint, here's Ewing, and then Ewing with the jam.
Boy, nice feed, leading him into some space. A nice catch on the run, too. Wow.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime.
Well, there's no doubt that last season the major downfall in most games for the Timberwolves was their struggle on the defensive end of the floor, right? Too many holes in the perimeter, couldn't get stops when they needed them.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Here's Brogdon, sinks that one from the post. And this Minnesota roster has good defenders on it, Doris, but it's just a matter of getting all 5 players on the court to commit on the defensive end.
Right. Think about how young they have been, and focus at times can be an issue. You know, Coach Tom Thibodeau is not going to let that slip. This is a group that showed improvement as the season wore on, and they know they must be much better on the defensive end this season.
And here we go with the breakdown tonight of the front court and back court rebounding numbers for the Bucks.
And their bigs are getting the vast majority of those caroms, handling their business on the inside and freeing up the guards to get up the court and look for early offense.
Tipped away. Middleton right side. And there's the pass to Chi. And here's Miles. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, this is his signature, right? C.J. Miles, best known for that ability to fill it up from deep. Pretty stuff.
Down low. Pass to Henson. And slam dunk by Henson.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Back to Crawford. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. He lays it in. Crawford's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, that's a decisive move to the cup. He gives the defense no chance to react.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Back to Weber. Evans outside. Back to Weber. And Weber throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Here's Chi, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Yeah, with the score this close, guys, I am shocked at the lack of defensive aggressiveness. That has to be shored up.
And the Timberwolves call time here. And we watch Giannis out there. He just looked unstoppable, Greg, at times. The way he's able to attack the rim, the blend of size, speed, and length is just unparalleled in the NBA.
And it's the movement that throws you off with Giannis. One step, and he's gone from the three line to the rim. There isn't any way to stop someone that skilled who's that big.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. Burks in the corner. Here's Scola. He kicks it to McDermott. Hits the three-point bomb. McDermott's got his third bucket of the night.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Now here is Dellavedova. He has 5. In the corner, Snell with it. Pass to Teletovic. And he banks in the layup. Teletovic has got his first basket of the night.
Well, he might be refining some of his inside moves, but Teletovic looking confident on that shot.
In the corner, it's McDermott. No good on the 3. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Minnesota in the lead. Lillard outside. Kicks it to Withy. And he drops it in from the low post.
And defensively, they've gotten a little careless, not playing with the same focus we saw in the first.
Dellavedova dishes to Parker. Back to Dellavedova. The three. That one misses. And the call will be against Thonmaker. That's his first foul. And the Timberwolves call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Timberwolves lead by 4. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. A chance now to hear Jason Kidd talking to his team moments ago.
Contest twos, right? We'll contest the twos.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Timberwolves leading by 4, setting the floor for the Bucks. Dellavedova and Snell pair up at the 1 and the 2. Parker out there with Mirza Teletovic, and it's Maker in at the 5. Knocks down the 3 ball. Skola's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Minnesota. Now Dellavedova. Dishes it to Maker. Got a piece of it, but they recover it. Here's Parker. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And the Bucks with some changes. Hibbert comes in for Thonmaker. And it's Wilson in for Mirza Teletovic. Timberwolves shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Lillard outside. Stolen by Wilson. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. A finish and the dunk by Parker.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Yeah, a big change of possession in a tight ball game. We'll see if they've seized the momentum.
Out of bounds, Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Foul on the play, basket counts, so it'll be a three-point play chance.
And Lillard focused on involving his teammates through passing, showing a real desire to make them better.
Free throw drops for Scola. Bucks trail by 5. Here's Dellavedova. Parker outside. And Luis Scola gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Outside Wilson. Parker kicks to Hibbert. Sent away. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Lillard outside. It's deflected, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. The 3, and another 3 for Minnesota.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. To the left wing. Now here's Wilson. He's tightly guarded. Snell, the pass to Hibbert. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Free throw, good. Hibbert. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Boy, how outstanding at the line has this guy been. One of the best free throw shooting big men you will ever find.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
And guys, you know you never run out of things that you can improve upon.
I think, Greg, it's important to keep that hunger, right? You're always striving to get better and to change things up.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Monroe's checked in for Wilson. Chris Middleton comes in for Tony Snell. And Antetokounmpo subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. It was pretty clear cut to them. He said, look, we need to play with some edge out there. I don't care what the lead is. Do not back off.
Parker dishes to Monroe. Here's Antetokounmpo.
Well, you like to see Doug McDermott get after it on the defensive end. Just be disruptive to throw off that shooter.
Lillard outside. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And the first one drops. The free throw is good from Lillard.
I'll tell you, he's coming through for them at the free throw line today. His form has been perfect.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Screened by Parker. Monroe. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Boy, he's able to get to the hoop, Kev, because of that great solid screen.
And that one falls for Greg Monroe.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Lillard outside. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. McDermott kicks to Lillard. Lets a floater go. That shot no good. Great tee that time from Hibbert. They get a hand on it, and that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
Extremely fortunate they didn't lose the ball there.
Parker outside. Feeds it to Middleton. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 4 assists in the game.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Ewing's checked in for Withy. Weber comes in for Luis Scola. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Doug McDermott. And it's Crawford in for Burks. Minnesota calls timeout.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
But, Greg, no resistance, right? They're allowing them to get any kind of shot they want close. That simply can't happen.
Here's Lillard. Crawford up top. Fires from deep. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
That's as good a look as he's going to get beyond the arc, but there are no sure things from that range, even for him.
Doubled by Crawford. Middleton the pass to Antetokounmpo. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
You know, you've got to be composed mentally right now at this time of the game. It's really careless play right there.
Antetokounmpo against Lillard. Ewing inside. Outside for Miles. Another miss by Minnesota.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Here's Antetokounmpo in the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. There's Crawford with the three. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
Almost like he was anticipating the play call, right? You love the hustle.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And a wise move to call timeout there. They need to settle down a bit. They've been playing out of control at times here, and it shows with their turnover numbers.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Henson's checked in for Hibbert, and Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for Chris Middleton. Brogdon against Crawford. The 11-footer. And he overshot that one, missing. The Timberwolves trail. To halt the run. Crawford missing again.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Now the feed to Henson. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Lillard against Antetokounmpo. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. The dish to Ewing. Antetokounmpo against Lillard. He feeds it to Weber. Stolen by Monroe. Now here's the fast break. Parker leading the way. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 5. Rebound, Minnesota. Weber kicks to Crawford. It's over Brogdon. Weber a screen. Lillard dishes to Crawford. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, there's no question about it. Knocking down triples repeatedly, the defense starting to look helpless at this point.
Parker kicks to Henson. No good that time. And Minnesota will come the other way. Kicks it out to Lillard to take the lead. Pass to Weber. He dishes it to Ewing. And the wide open shot from Miles. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. A critical possession right here.
Crowd on pins and needles, Kev.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Henson. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Monroe outside. Now the pass to Henson. It's in!
And this atmosphere is bananas.
No doubt. You love seeing him knock down the clutch basket.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're down by 3. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And right now, you can go for the 2 and then a quick foul or go for the home run.
Well, you've got to be smart regardless of what you choose to do. You shouldn't just heave the 3 if it's not there. Let's see what happens.
12 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Well, you got to enjoy seeing Lillard fire away here. An awesome scorer who can just take over games all by himself.
He knocks down the clutch free throw.
and the whole game resting on one free throw, and he buries it. Tremendous heart.
Got it up in time.
No, sir.
Got it!
Wow.
What a shot!
And he wins it at the buzzer.
Oh, an astonishing way to end this game. Some serious last-second heroics.
And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Damian, it looks like this team's...
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke.